Another wonderful day in Caucasus mountains, and it's a great pleasure to stop somewhere in very small mountain village. For what? Of course, to buy fresh fruit, fresh vegetables and berries growing somewhere there. It's not dacha. This is a real house where people live. Let's see what they sell. It's old Russian tradition to buy something special and tasty and very fresh. For example, apricots from garden, exactly from garden. А сколько стоит ведерочка?
Ведерочка
500 rubles for one bucket. А сколько там килограмм? 2.5 kilos. Very nice. Approximately 3 kilos of fresh apricots. And what about cheese? Homemade cheese. А сколько сыр стоит?
Сыр килограмм 500.
Also 500 rubles for 1 kilo. I think we'll take 1 bucket of apricots and 1 kilo of homemade cheese.
Это спас без...
Guys, I'm so happy. You know, we have a chance to see where these apricots grow in the garden. It's fantastic. Ripe apricots. Great deal of apricots. Oh, apricot tree garden. Just have a look. Very tasty. It's a season for apricots. No, not ripe yet. I think I can eat it all. Apricots are so good for your health, especially for your heart and blood system, if I remember rightly. And what do you think? What's inside these jars? It's flower honey and a buckwheat honey. Very tasty. Да. Can you imagine, guys? That was a present from this old wonderful lady. 3 kilos of fresh apricots. All people living here are selling a great deal of apricots. You see a lot of colored bright buckets just along the street, along the road. So how many kilometers from Moscow are we now? What do you think? About 2,000 kilometers. And it means that life behind Moscow Great Big Circle exists. Do you see something extraordinary and not usual on the horizon? Just in Mountain Valley, a small city, Tyrneaus, is located. It's not so beautiful in my opinion, but it was built just for people working here on the plant, secret plant, I would say. I don't know exactly what did they do here, but something for tanks, maybe. But don't tell anyone, please. The city is a little bit strange. There's only one long street, and if I remember rightly, exactly here we can find a chain supermarket. Very famous Russian chain, Перекресток. And I'm looking for it now. I hope I'm not mistaken. It was exactly here last year. I can show you this secret plant a little bit.
Вот, видишь, вот МФЦ.
Yeah, we're looking for this grocery store. I think it's rather interesting for you to see such an unusual town in the heart of Caucasus Mountains. I love Tyrnyaus. Yes, we found this chain grocery store, but I was mistaken. It's not Перекресток, this is Пятерочка. Have a look. This is the most beautiful building here in this Tyrnyaus town. It looks like a museum. Have a look. Surrounded by high mountains, Caucasus Mountains. And I'd like to invite you to check out the prices here in this small town. Let's see something maybe interesting. Guys, it seems to me I'm not in Kabardino-Balkarian Republic. It seems to me I'm in Moscow because I see a lot of shelves with alcohol drinks here in a Muslim region. But this is chain supermarket and they are similar all over Russia. And what about wines? Crimean wines and Italian wines and Georgian wines, all you want, and even Riesling from Germany, I hope, and really very low prices, 500 rubles only for one bottle and less, you see, and even 300 rubles. And today the rate of exchange is $1 is 95 rubles. You know, dollar is rising and euro is rising nowadays, and a lot of champagnes, and of course, strong drinks. So many shelves and a lot of vodka, and prices are the lowest in Russia. 300 rubles for half a liter of Russian vodka. Write down in comments, my dear viewers, have you ever tried Russian vodka? And would you like to try it one day? And even martini in this small mountain town. 1,100 rubles for 1 liter. It's $10, a little bit more, $11, I would say. So, and a great deal of beers, different kind of beers. For example, Krushovice, I think it's from Czech Republic. 55 rubles for one can, for half a liter. Great. But I don't drink it, but I know that some of you are interested in prices for alcohol. A lot of different mineral waters. And this is the region of mountain springs, and I hope we can find some mineral water, local mineral water, maybe something like this, 43 rubles for 1.5 liter. And famous Yessentuki is not far from here, maybe 200 kilometers only. Of course, you see familiar bottles, familiar colors of cola, and its replacement of classical Coca-Cola, Cool Cola, and Dobry Cola. You know that we don't feel shortage of cola nowadays in Russia, and we can produce everything by ourselves. And what's here? Great deal of butters. Prices are low, really low. I'd like to live here for a while, maybe. And cheeses and What about milks? So price for milks, the lowest price is 70 rubles for 1 liter. And here you can also buy big bottles, 1.5 liter, 2 liters of milk, because families are very big here and they need a lot of food for one family with 8 or 9 or 10 kids. Oh, I really like this store. You see, a variety of eggs and oh, the price, have a look, 59 rubles for 10 eggs. 59 rubles for today is $7, something like this. You can count by yourself, just divide all prices by 95 and you'll get price in dollars. Good stuff, good snacks for breakfasts. Again, discounts are everywhere and it's tasty maybe for kids. I don't like it. I'm not a kid already. As for me, I love oatmeal. And in Moscow, I buy this kind of oatmeal, just 1 pack, 400 grams, just pure oatmeal. Costs in Moscow 19 rubles and here is 14. Even this food is cheaper here. If you watch my videos, you know what's this? Russian pelmeni, and the price here for 1 kilo is 380 rubles. And what's here? Manti, it's like big pelmeni. Everything is similar as in Moscow, and this is a frozen section of frozen food and a lot of pizzas and frozen vegetables and berries. As for me, I love broccoli. And what about you, my dear viewers? Write down in comments what's your favorite frozen food. Пятерочка is пятерочка everywhere. It's quality. Quality food. And cheap prices. 100 rubles for 1 liter of sunflower oil. What is this? $1 for 1 liter. And what's here? What's here? Salt. You know, salt is very cheap in Russia. 1 kilo of salt, 12 rubles. 12 rubles only. What about pasta? Again, I see discounts, 50 rubles for this trademark pasta. Shebekinski, it's rather good. And you see 350 grams is here in 1 pack. And Barilla, 80 rubles for 1 pack. Everything looks terrific, really. I remind you, this is the smallest town with only 1 street. And you can find even egg noodle here. It's something from Asia, Asian cuisine. 50 rubles, less than 50 rubles for 1 pack. I know exactly all of you are interested in toilet paper because we use it every day, yes? So, what can I show you? Okay, 100 rubles for 4 rolls of toilet paper. This is very good toilet paper, papier. I know it's exactly, I use it as well. And this is cashmere peach, you see? Sounds great, 130 rubles. And everything for household. And by the way, great variety of flour. You see, the lowest price is 48 rubles for 2 kilos. It's $0.50 for 2 kilos. Can you imagine? and there are different kinds of flour, rye flour and oatmeal flour and corn flour. You see prices are with discounts, it's all on sale. And rice flour, good for health, and flour for pancakes and for pies. Again, you see discounts are great. Yeah, I am really amazed. Everything possible and impossible you can find here. How to open this door. Not so many kinds of meat, mostly chicken, but 170 rubles for chicken legs. And what about, what I see, pork in a Muslim region, 368 rubles for 1 kilo of marinated pork. And this is what Turkey. You see prices not so low. It's priced for half a kilo, but it's not bad. The name of this region is Kabardino-Balkaria. And you know, my dear viewers, that I love to shoot videos of Russian old-style villages, and this is Kabardino-Balkarian village. And you can notice that there are not so many windows on the front wall. You see just maybe one window or less. Not like in Russian traditional villages with beautiful, beautiful windows. You see, these people, they live not so open life. You see, again, just the wall without windows, facing the road, I mean. Of course, they have very, very beautiful gardens and with a lot of fruit trees. But here, everything is so strict and serious and just gray walls. I think they keep their identity, they keep their families. So maybe you have your own ideas. Write down in comments. You know, I love to read your comments, and I try to answer everyone. What are we going to do? Yes, we're going to wait the cars crossing the road, because they are the main animals here in the mountains. Traffic jam, just have a look again. Can you suppose? What should we do? Nothing, just wait. This wonderful village life. No. They are in a relationship. Let's go further. Wow, one of the most picturesque landscapes I've ever seen. I adore mountain valleys.